Beauty. No, I don't want to go to GeoHack.
I want the clown eggs. That's what I want.
I need to mark this in my maps program
MapQuest.com.
so that I
Is
can.
it still around? MapQuest.com. It's
Yeah,
still
probably, dude.
around. What's up? MapQuest is a new app. Wow.
You want to know how I know?
Hmm.
Because someone at work recently printed off driving directions from MapQuest.
And you're just like,
Yeah.
where did you come? What year did you come from?
Exactly. I'm like, did you just print this off, or have you been holding on to these directions for 20 years?
They've been in my glove box for 25 years. Thank you very much. That's wild.
It was crazy because the print off looked exactly how I remembered it, with like the red logo at the top, and then like the little map, and then like the step by bar instructions.
Maybe we've gone full circle though with our like large language model ChatGPT nightmare, that maybe MapQuest is the most accurate again. That might be the case.
We have to go back to basics.
Don't say that, bro.
We're gonna return. Oh my god.
Okay, I have now pinned that GPS ping to my UK trip pins.
I love it.
So I should hopefully remember to visit the Clown Museum.
Hello there, Kid Resonate. Kid Resonate. Sorry. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Welcome the first time.
Also, apparently that is in London, by the way.
Oh, perfect. It's all coming together. All right. Are you guys ready to get started?
I mean, no, because I'm trying to open the show notes, but sure.
Did I share them?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
I was just looking to see
I
if
just
I
couldn't
could
find them in my ridiculous emails.
And I was just looking to see if I can get a MapQuest GPS system. You cannot. It's just the app.
Maybe someday. All right. Let's get started in...
Get a TomTom.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to a brand new episode of That Video Game Podcast, aka TVGP. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpear.
Hi.
And
as always, like I was here last week too.
Yeah, you were here in spirit. You were here. You were just really quiet. And then,
funnily enough, I tried to watch, but you went live so late, and I had no data.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's your fault.
That's right. And then, Imp, how are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing well. Hello, everybody.
You can do very well by listening to stuff over our Patreon page, patreon.com/E1M1 or E1M1.cash.
Those ones are the numerical digit 1.
You can get the exclusive uncensored Outcast, where we talk about, I don't know, man. It's another really...
it went places this week.
I like usual, it goes a lot of places. You get early access to We Roguelike It and Critical Misses. At the $5 tier or higher, you get exclusive access to the Critical Misses production meeting, where you are fly on the wall for Moon and I, planning that show, where we're adding, what we're dropping, what we're causing psychic damage for, all of that stuff. The hottest movies of 2026, trying to find the worst, all the usual stuff. And the Wayward Sons, the Supernatural TV show watchcast that Moon and Nimp are going through. All of that and more over at e1m1.cash.
1 numerical digit 1. You get it.
Moon, score update, and what games you've been playing.
I know! I forgot the score! Ah! Hold on.
We're gonna get a
I got a new computer.
Live reading of the score here.
I remember when I used to do this with my old computer, and it would be like, no, you ain't opening anything, because it's just going to go framey for everything. Now I can do it on the live 908770.
All right, we're getting there. Getting close.
Hold on. 970. Okay.
309. Yep, that's right.
I have to keep track of it also for, history's sake.
Your charts and graphs. Are you gonna make like a cool chart after this? Like put in a spreadsheet?
Oh,
pivot tables?
True Achievement will do that for me at the end of the year, bro.
There you go.
Exactly.
When the
It's going to be
Smithsonian
hilarious.
comes a
because-
knocking, you just give them our archive and be like, "Here is all you need."
That's right. You got it all.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Here is my show notes that go back for decades.
That's
I hope
right.
you have fun trying to read my nonsense.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I honestly don't think there would be a harder task than trying to read all of our show notes. Like,
That's right.
Why is at the bottom it says they ooh in space?
That's right. Don't even worry about it. I can't even explain it.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. That's
Yeah.
it's just a little giggle, for me and my friends.
That's right.
So honestly, I didn't play a whole lot.
Sure.
I played a little bit of Hades 2 as my Goodnight, Sweet Prince game.
Good night, Manuel.
Yes, it is especially useful while you're on vacation to have my whatever ally I have, so I can literally just load up whatever games I feel like and play them, which is particularly fun. So yeah, I play Hades 2. I did bits and pieces of runs here and there. One thing I have done, Boston, is I have beaten the top boss and the bottom boss.
Ooh,
I like
okay.
the fact that you thought I was moving away from it, so you
I
pulled
did.
it up and then pulled it down and then pulled it back up again.
Thank you, Stream Deck. You're helping me.
I defeated the top boss and the bottom boss now.
Dang, nice. Okay. That top boss is
That-
a real piece of work, man.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
Like that's the hardest boss in a Hades game I think I've seen.
Yep.
Except for maybe Charon in the first Hades. That was a tough fight too.
There's another great game I never finished, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of those
Speaking of
games,
which.
actually.
See, now you're just doing meta jokes time travel wise, so
I know.
now we got to figure out where that joke comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hades. It's more Hades, which is the pros and the cons of this game.
Yep.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing with it. I'm enjoying the building out of everything. It still makes me laugh every single time I come across certain people. Dionysus, looking at you. I mean, you can't not look at Dionysus. I mean,
Come on.
that's
On
kind
full
of the whole
display.
point. Yes. It's fun. The companions I think are a good touch.
Yeah, it's a nice
A
addition.
good addition. Is just like something to help you, in various different ways. I only ever run with the cat though, because the cat gives you the death defiance. Although at this point, I'm at the point where, so I think we talked about this when I was working on Hades 1 completion. You get to the point where you pick up you pick up nectars and it gives you like a random upgrade, and you pick up something else and it gives you like random HP up and that kind of stuff. Hades 2 does the exact same thing. So now whenever I pick up the ghostly stuff, I get like max HP increase. Whenever I pick up bones, I get a max MP increase.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I grab a nectar, I get a random upgrade. So it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty powerful at this point now.
Right.
One might argue. I was surprised the second time I defeated the upstairs boss, because I was like, okay, I did it last time. I'm probably going to die this time, and then somehow I made it. So who knows what was going on there. But no, it's Hades 2. It's fun in all of the ways that it should be and is after Hades 1. I'm just very, very glad that I am slowly working my way towards it. Like I'm doing exactly what I did with Hades 1, where it's like, yeah, play it when I want to, don't play it when I don't want to, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Other than that, the only thing I have played is Batman.
Yes. I have also played...
Sorry, correction. Lego Batman: The Legacy of the Dark Knight.
That's right.
I was gonna say, you played it in New Jersey at night, or
That's right. Please,
Yes.
we're calling it Bloodhaven now. Thank you very much.
oh,
Yeah, I also played another chapter of this. I finished the...
Oh, you played like 3 chapters, bro.
Yeah,
Because
I finished the...
I was
Mr.
watching you
Freeze.
play, and I was like, oh, you're ahead of me now.
Yeah,
like
I'm
by a
cooking it.
long way.
Yeah, I finished the Mr. Freeze chapter, which was pretty good, but pretty short. That's not bad, but it's sort of like, look, you're not you're not sticking around those movies for super long compared to a lot of the other stuff. So like, you meet Poison Ivy, you fight her. You meet Mr. Freeze, you fight him. That's pretty much it. So it's pretty good. I like that Mr. Freeze fight. I like that they're kind of doing a Schwarzenegger impression, and they're kind of not at the same time, in a way that's really pretty cheesy in a way that I love. So like it's
and also like leaning on the thing that Schwarzenegger did in that movie, which is all of the cold puns.
Yep. That's
like so many cold puns.
That's so good.
Ice to meet you.
Yep.
Gotham's gonna have a deep freeze.
Yep.
Like it never ever stops, and
really
I appreciate the fact that they leaned into that for this game.
Yep. I felt like
it was funny because no, you go ahead.
I felt like this chapter specifically was a little bit easier to figure out from a puzzle standpoint. Like, I felt like the chapter before had some annoying puzzles where I'm sort of like, where am I even supposed to go? What am I even looking for? And I felt like this one specifically had a lot more of like, do these 3 things. There are 3 symbols. Go over there and figure out a small puzzle. You don't have to look around this whole like city block to go do them. I thought that was a lot better.
Yeah, 100%. And it's funny because you were so far ahead of me that when I tuned in to watch you streaming this, because I think I missed your previous Monday stream because I was probably asleep at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I caught up on this Monday stream, and I was like, oh, he's way ahead of me. And you were in the process of doing the bat pod chase.
Oh, yep. The like tumbler
and I was
chase.
like, oh well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh hey, Boston has every character now,
right.
And it's exactly who you think they would be, except for the last one, because I think I'm exactly where you are in the story mode, where that character has joined you,
right.
and you have to go investigate something. I'm literally at that point, which is like the start of chapter 5, I believe.
Yeah, that last character, I had predicted it on stream because I was like, it would be cool if the game did a full circle moment of like a character in comic book fashion. Also, this is on stream right now. There's a really great Street Fighter 2 mini game reference.
I forgot all about that until literally the video was up, and I was like, "That's such a good reference."
Oh, my car! But like, I had a moment of like, that'd be really great if, in like a comic book sort of and also movie standpoint, if this went full circle, and you did have the real great Batman moment of like, who could that be? And it's like, oh, bro. It could only be one person.
They have a specific accent, which is specifically taken. This is where I'm curious though, because we've talked about this with this game doing a really good job of like interweaving and blending all of the different variants into like one storyline. I'm very, very, very curious to see, because if we're dealing with the enemy that you're dealing with in chapter 5 after having just dealt with Heath Ledger's Joker, which is great. The Lego performance of the Heath Ledger Joker is incredible.
It's really good.
And I like the fact that they didn't shy away from using the slaughter as the best medicine truck as well, which is just great. The enemy you're going after with the person you're going after tells me it's only one. There's only one big bad left that I've seen, and I'm waiting to show up. And I cannot wait to see the portrayal of that character.
Yeah.
Because I caught up to exactly where you were up to, and I was like, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to clear the map.
That's what I've been working on too. Like, now that I have all of the characters, and there's nothing to stop me from. There's no like icons on the map that are locked. I'm gonna go do a bunch of these stuff, get all the chips, and get a bunch of studs, and get all these upgrades, all that stuff. And that's been
Yes.
a lot of fun because there's a lot of stuff on this map. Like there genuinely is way more
It's so much
stuff on
it's
this map.
it's Ubisoft level of stuff.
It really is. But thankfully when you clear an icon off of the map, it disappears off of the map. So it's not like, oh, it just turned green and now there's still 400 icons. It's like, no, as you've been going through and clearing some of this stuff, like some of the Riddler stuff is genuinely really easy, where it's like, hit these 3 buttons with Robin's thing, and then it opens it up. Yeah, you did it. Or interact with these 5 things, and it's going to take you 10 minutes to do. You know, there's a variance, I think, on those, which is
like
nice.
charge this generator with Nightwing's new abilities.
Right.
Which, okay.
Yeah. It's just kind of interesting. But
also,
yeah,
I think I mentioned it on stream to you, and I think you did it. I can't remember if it was last time or if you mentioned it last week because I haven't listened. Spoiler alert. What's the point in listening if I'm not even on it? Hey-oh. I'm just kidding. I don't even listen when I'm on it. I hate my voice. The boost animations being different for every character is phenomenal.
Yep.
And the thing I realized this week is they have falling animations that are specific to each other as well.
They do, yeah.
Because
when they fall from
a
high height.
Yeah, because Nightwing starts doing little flips in the air, like little acrobatic flips as he's coming down. It's like, okay. The people who made this clearly care a lot. You could have just had everybody have the same falling animation, just like every other Lego game.
Yeah.
You could have had everybody have the same boost launch animation, but you didn't. You gave everyone their each unique individual like animations. And I'm sure it's helped by the fact that there's 9 characters instead of 5 bajillion gazillion of them.
Yeah, and like I feel like that is going into this game, I was a little worried about them changing the focus of the game, because the thing that I've enjoyed for so many of this studio's Lego games specifically have been, I'm unlocking dozens, if not hundreds of characters over time. So everybody that ever appeared in a Batman comic or TV show or a lunchbox is gonna be in this game.
Well,
but that's
the other Lego game that I haven't played over the past 2 weeks, so I'm not going to talk about it, but that one has hundreds of characters and then hundreds of variants for each character. You get different seasons, different outfits, different occasions, and it's just like, bro, like, come on.
And like, I was worried about, especially the like open world stuff and the like free play, like playing the missions again sort of thing. I loved in the old ones going back through and saying like, oh, I need a dark Jedi to get through this one door in this level, and it has a red thing behind it, or it has a minifig behind it. That's where the last one was. And I love that style of game still, but I think this feels like a more focused game, and I'm sure with how much crunch was done on the Skywalker Saga, whatever the last one was, I think it was Skywalker Saga.
It was Skywalker Saga.
With how much crunch was taking place on that game, I would much rather them do this game where it's shorter, it's more focused. There's only a handful of characters. There's 7 characters all told, and like some of those are variants of like Robin and Nightwing.
And it's not like they don't have. It's not like they picked a universe with less lore than Star Wars.
Exactly.
Because if there's one comic character that has just as much to kind of go off, it's this one.
Right.
I will say, you trying to think of a random like specific skill type in your head. The first, like Dark Jedi was in my head at the exact same time.
Yep.
As soon as you said, "Yeah, I need a," the one that popped into my head was Dark Jedi.
It's the famous one of like, why is there like this red and dark sparkly red? Like, what do I need for that? Oh, I need a dark side character for that. So I would much rather them have like a more focused experience that I think will be fairly short from like a like that to get to the end of the story, and then you'll have a ton of stuff to do in the open world. I think I would much rather have that of like, a focus thing. Great voice acting. All of the voice acting is really, really good. All the characterization is really
Absolutely
great.
phenomenal.
Each level is just long enough. It's not as long as some of the like Star Wars levels where it's like, okay, oh my god, there's another boss battle, or there's another puzzle, or there's another conveyor belt. Like, geez, can I just be done? To the point where I'm really curious to see where this game ends, like what the end of this game is. I think you're right. It's probably the only way that it's going to go. But I'm curious to see if they're going to how they're going to nail the ending, if they're going to kind of buck that trend and buck that expectation, or if they're just going to be like, yeah, this is where the Batman story goes. But I really like it. I think it's really good, and I think it's stronger for being a smaller, more focused game. As much as I do,
which is ironic because it's the only open world game that we've seen from them, and it feels smaller despite the fact that it's open world.
Yeah.
Like, the thing that gets me is it's the detail that they put into everything. Like, it feels like they watched the Lego movies and thought, okay, we can take something away from these two, because like the characters are animated just like they are in that movie, and it's phenomenally well done, like you said. The performance is incredible, so whoever's thinking up of the things for them to do, like we saw it in the cutscene, Batman just hopping around the floor as an ice cube kind of like Lego block. But it's got the little scuff marks, and then the second you go, like the scuff marks on like the Lego kind of thing,
or like they
which
raise
looks
their
like
arm
they've
and they
been
have
played.
the part number on the inside of their arm, or like the Lego logo on the bottom of a piece. Like, it has all of those little touches.
And then they do really stupid stuff, like they go outside and you can see the rain falling on the characters, and the Lego has water flowing down. And it's like, bro, like this is a beautiful engine that you've made, and if you want to take this and do this kind of game for the rest of your Lego games, I am perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, please do.
I'm like 24.5 hours in, I think. I'm really close to 100% now, because before I even start Chapter 5, I am getting every single one of the collectibles, so I don't have the end game grind.
Right.
And I want that, like, that last run with one of my favorite Batman movie characters to hopefully be a good one.
Right.
So I'm just doing all the collectibles now, getting all that out the way. And then we'll see where it goes. I did realize, however, I know the historic effort achievement in Forza Horizon is a really good shout. The get all achievements achievement in this game is I am Batman.
Okay. That is really good.
That's a really tempting 1 million gamer score achievement.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Speaking of engines, real quick, IGDB says this is an Unreal Engine 5 game, which I believe. It looks great, and it runs great too. Like, I don't think I've run into any problems in anything, especially the open world, for how it's a small open world, but it's bigger than it seems.
I mean, it's actually really interesting that it's Unreal 5, because we only hear about people complaining about using it and utilizing it and all that stuff, and you guys are like, no, this is really good, they pulled it off.
Yeah,
it's
they did.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's insane. But it could also be because this is a very stylized game, and we all know stylized games are sometimes easier to deal with, because they don't have to put 17,000 polygons into Batman. He needs like 20 because he's a Lego figure.
Exactly.
He doesn't have full range of motion and everything.
Yeah,
exactly. But no, like, I adore this game. I think it's phenomenal. I'm so glad I picked it up at full price, because like this is the type of thing I want to support.
Yeah.
And yes, $70 sucks, but $70 to support this studio doing this type of game, and hopefully, because everyone complained that the Skywalker saga underperformed.
Right.
And it's like, okay, that's fine. It probably underperformed because Disney were involved, and maybe Square started talking to them about how much they need to make. I don't know.
Skywalker Saga needs to sell 15 million copies. It's a little Square Enix devil on their shoulder. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Hitman did not sell to expectations. Ignore this big stack of cash over
Yeah, it
here we
only
give to Final
sold
Fantasy.
7 million copies. It's just
Yeah.
unacceptable. My goodness.
But no, I like this game a lot. I've
really
enjoyed pretty much. It's this wonderful mix of like, if I want to pay attention, it's really good to do the story and the campaign and like the Riddler rooms. If I just feel like messing around, I go collect Wayne caches. I go do the very very easy detective stuff that
Yep.
the Wayland, not Wayland Yutani, but
Right.
the Wayland story. Like you can
collect the
go and
like
do all of
chattering
that stuff.
teeth and the Batcave collectibles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like I'm good. Like this is absolutely phenomenal.
It's really good. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Highly
That's
recommend it.
all I've been playing. Anything else on Batman Boston?
No. Over to you, Nimp.
All right. Only game I played this week was Disgaea Mayhem. I have beaten the game again.
Okay.
Oh, you beat the story mission, so that way you can get to Carnage, which I was calling Chaos last time.
Okay.
So you can get to the Carnage worlds, which is even harder than anything else that you come across.
Okay.
Unlocking Carnage worlds is always different in every game. Every game usually has a Carnage world or an equivalent, and there's usually something you have to do in game to be able to unlock it. It's not just, oh hey, this is available now, or you need to cast a vote for it. For this game, there was 3 steps that you had to do, and I had to look them up, which was a huge pain because there's not a whole lot of information out there. But you obviously have to beat the main story that the game has. You then have to get a level, what they call a level 40 item that is a legendary rank, beat 10 waves in item world for that item, have another item drop, a specific item drop, and once that item drops, then a bill shows up for you to go into the Carnage worlds, which is a continuation of the main story, and it gives you additional stuff for you to do.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
All these characters, yeah, all of these characters for the most part are like higher thousands, and you get to about halfway and everything is just straight 9,999.
Jeez.
But their stats are all different because these are basically reincarnated versions of the enemies. So even though they're max level, their stats are in like the millions already for everything.
Oh, okay.
You also start getting Carnage items, which is the exact same items, but they glow like this purplish pink hue. And those items can be leveled up and have higher stats than the normal versions of the items.
Oh, okay.
So once you get one of those, you start grinding those out, and then you get the whole thing where in this game, and in all of the games, but in this game in particular, every time you beat a Carnage enemy, you get 10% of their base stats added to your base stats.
Ooh.
And it's permanent.
Okay.
That's how you get the Disgaea numbers to appear.
Right.
Yes. So in the past, when they started introducing this, you had to have an evil T or like a passive perk equipped, so that way you could do this. In this game, it just happens. You don't need an evil T for it.
That's cool.
So I have been grinding in this game.
I'm putting in the
I think
hours.
I'm at 50 hours in this game right now.
Goodness.
When I think it was Tuesday. It was like I was doing this in like subsections because I could complete the first map and all of the levels below it, and then I would get to the second map and I would try like the first level and I would just get wiped out. It's like, okay, back to the item world.
Right.
Let's start grinding for like innocents. Innocents are enemies that they're little enemies that you can take over, destroy, fighting in combat, and they provide additional stats to your weapons. So, and there's all kinds of different ones, but basically they'll have an icon. It'll either be a red monster icon, or if you subdue them in the item world, it turns into a yellow smiley face.
Okay.
And when you subdue them from a monster to a yellow smiley face, whatever stat number they had doubles. So if you had...
Wow.
Yeah, so like a gladiator, if you had one of those and you make it happy, by subduing it, it'll double its stat, and then you can equip it onto your item. And gladiator specifically increases attack power. So now you're adding these innocents into your items that you are grinding to increase the stats for, and this is the loop of Disgaea.
That's right. You finally hit it. That's cool.
Yeah, so it is no joke when I say that this became my Zen game, where I had a podcast going or I had something on YouTube playing, and I just zoned out for hours.
Bro, it seems like a perfect Zen game. Just like this type of game always is, to be honest.
Yeah. To the point that my son would come downstairs and be like, "Oh, you're playing Disgaea," and then a few hours later he would come back downstairs. "Oh, you're still playing Disgaea.
Are you okay, buddy?"
Yeah. So once I completed the Carnage world, I started grinding more with some of the trophies. I might platinum it. I don't know.
Sure.
I have most of them. Like, I think I'm at 70% right now. I'm missing just like the real dumb grindy stuff, like jump 10,000 times, dash 10,000 times.
Right.
Yeah, dumb stuff like that. And there is a data shop that you can look at in the game, and it will show you those stats. And currently for jumping, I'm at like 6,000. Or no, I'm sorry, I have that backwards. For dashing, I'm at 6,000. For jumping, I just made it to 600. So
yeah, because like, why would you? Doesn't seem like there's a lot of point to jumping in this game.
Not really. It changes some of the way your attacks, like the animation for your attacks, and the way the hit windows are aligned. But like, you can jump over some attacks, but it's like I am such a high stat level that it's like I can just body most of the attack. Like, there's no point in dodging. It's like I just keep attacking because that's how I get through things.
I've gone beyond dodging. Thank you.
Exactly. So I started doing all that. There's also an additional trophy where it's like you have to create what they call a perfect, and I had to look this one up too because it's a perfect. God, why can I not think of the name all of a sudden? I was just saying it. Innocent. There we go. Basically, you have to have like this in the Innocent farm. While you are grinding stuff out or doing maps, you can put innocents into a farm, and it will increase the stats that they have after you complete a map by a certain amount.
To a nice farm upstate.
Correct. And there is a possibility that the innocents can breed within the farm. So if you have like 2 gladiators in there, they can breed and create a new gladiator, which then you have to put into an item so that you can subdue it.
Okay.
And doing this, you can create different innocents within that you can equip, and they do different things. And the perfect is apparently one that makes it so that your attack, defense, and I think crit, it increases those 3 stats.
Okay.
But it's random on when it will breed correctly so that you get this thing.
It's the golden chocobo equivalent.
Kind of.
Right.
Right now, what I had been working on is a innocent called crit damage, where it just increases your crit damage because I have all of my weapons and armor spec'd out, where my crit is 99%.
Okay.
So I'm constantly doing crit.
Right.
Which is why my base attack does almost 1 billion damage in one shot.
There we go. Disgaea.
So I'm trying to breed that out, and then there was like one other weird trophy that I was like, oh, that's just some like dumb thing that I just have to go over there and do, and I just haven't interacted with it yet. But most of the RNG stuff that was in here, I've already completed just from playing the game.
Oh, okay.
And now that I've beaten both the regular story and the Carnage, I feel like I have to give this game a break now because it is becoming a problem, like Elite Dangerous. Like X4 Foundations,
right?
Like all the other Disgaea games before it.
I was just about to say, like its forefathers before it.
Exactly. So it's still installed. The disc is back here on my shelf of completed games now. So I'm going to attempt to move on to something else. But playing this game, I really enjoyed it. I had a blast. I hope they make another Mayhem of some sort. I hope they add more to it.
Right.
There is enough here for their first attempt. They got a lot of fun stuff going on. Like they kept pretty true with the enemies, like the printies. If there's not a print, like if there's a printy on the field and it's not attacking you, and it's far enough away, it'll just sit there and do a ballerina spin,
Great.
waiting for you to come close to aggro it, and then it'll come after you.
That's great.
They do still blow up. You cannot pick up enemies, but if you hit them hard enough that it blows them back, they will hit the ground and blow up, and the smoke that comes from the body is basically a printy with its bat wings all the way out and a busted up halo above its head, and then the smoke dissipates.
That's really
and
good.
it looks like it still causes damage to enemies when they blow up.
That's great.
So it's really cool seeing a chain reaction of printies just blowing up out in the ether over there. So Disgaea Mayhem has been a great game that I have to put away, or else I will just be talking about it 2 weeks from now about what did you do? Well, let me tell you how I grinded for 2 weeks so I can do 10 billion points of damage.
That's right.
But
I mean,
that
there's
is
a
all...
reason I never really talk about Hades too, because like I play it every week, but I play it in small chunks.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing, like doing the item world, it maxes out at 10 waves. It's like a minute a wave, maybe. So it's like, okay, I put in like 10 minutes at the most, and I am getting millions of item points to dump into the stats of the items that I'm currently using. And it's hitting that dopamine every 10 minutes at the most.
Numbers
I'm just
go
getting
up.
that hit.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I have to stop. So that's all I've been playing this week. Boston,
right.
What else you got?
First up, of course, Marathon. I did get the platinum this week. I hit level 100 in the season because I've just been playing a lot of it. So I managed to hit that. The reward I didn't realize was a title. Not only an emblem in game, but you'll also get a title, which is great. That's my first title in the game, so I have a little Notorious under my name now, which is kind of fun.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that you run 26.22 miles.
That's right. That's right. The only thing I did this week was I played Vault Breaker. So we talked about that last week. They did make some changes this week to it. Not only have they extended it 2 more weeks, so it'll go until August 18th now, which isn't too surprising because it has genuinely been a big hit for them. But they also put out a solo queue. So how it was before, there was only a trios queue, and it wouldn't fill in other party members if you went in solo or duos. So it would just have the same thing, but it would only be the people. You could also fill in, so if you went in solo or duo, you could fill in the other people in the party if you really wanted to. I don't, because I don't want to play with strangers. And I definitely don't want to play with strangers in Marathon. Because the community is largely very lovely. The rest of the community genuinely needs to go find something else to play or play something less seriously. So I've been doing only solos in there. They put out that new solos queue, which has 2 big changes. One is the enemies, the bots, are less aggressive and less accurate. So it's a little bit, since they're all firing at you at once because there aren't more runners in there, it makes it a little bit easier and just like a little bit less hot all the time. It's still difficult, and it's still like a full-out sprint to try and break as many vaults as you can in the time. It just makes it that much easier. And then you do way more critical damage. So that headshots for, I think, all of the enemies. That makes a huge difference playing solo, especially because the 2 weapons you go in with the free kit for Vault Breaker are the Scar, which is an energy weapon, which does okay. Like it's a fine weapon. But the other one you go in with is a Magnum. It's like a 12 round heavy ammo gun that already feels pretty good from a crit damage perspective, but kind of amping that damage up helps it a lot. It makes it a lot more even and a little bit more fair for solo players. So I think those two changes have made it feel way better for solos. Duos and trios still feel the same, and I think those two modes still feel good. But it's been really great, and I've been having a blast. I do need to go back to the kind of extraction normal part of the game to finish up some contracts that I haven't really finished up, but there's always time for that. The season doesn't end until the end of next month, so like, and if I don't finish them, that's fine. I can try and finish them in season 3. No big deal. So I've been having a lot of fun playing that this week. I also played Lego Batman, like we talked. I played more Dungeon Crawler, which, you know, check out the episodes of We Work Like It. But last, and certainly not least, I checked out Strange Scaffold's new game. Truck-Kun is supporting me from another world within a terabang at the end of it. If you haven't seen this game, I'm going to try and do my best to explain it. It's an isekai tale. So if you don't know what isekai is, it's a stranger in a strange land. At the beginning of the game, you play as a woman named Carissa. She just got a promotion at work. She can buy her anime collection back again. Whoops, she got hit by a truck because it's an isekai story. She gets hit by a truck. And she gets sent to another world. And she's also kind of haunting the driver of the truck that hit her. And you, as the truck driver, need to help her fight and survive in the underworld. And how do you do that? By running over people in the world, which turns them into enemies, like 16-bit JRPG enemies in the other world, which you can see is in a very small, like pixelated window at the bottom of the screen. That's where Carissa.
It's like a second screen game that you have on your PC while you're doing work, like the farming game that you just have at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. It's very much like that. And every person that you vehicular manslaughter gets sent over to the other world, and it'll be like a treant or a pixie or a slime or a dragon. It seems kind of random. But then every piece of the environment that you hit in the world makes Carissa stronger in the other world. And if you hit X number, I think it's like 8 or 10 things, a little sword above her character glows. You honk your horn, and she does like an ultimate attack that blasts away all of the enemies on the other world screen. And what it turns out to be is basically this really wild mashup of Crazy Taxi, because you're also still doing deliveries because he has a day job to do, and Katamari with like a second screen idle game at the same time that you're kind of controlling. And I really liked this because I think what it reminded me the most of is Crazy Taxi, where you have not a small open world, but not like a GTA open world where it's, you know, hundreds and hundreds of blocks and miles, but it reminded me a lot of like the very first Crazy Taxi game, where you're like, oh, okay, this guy wants to go over to the Levi's store downtown. I know exactly how to get there, and I know how to like hit the right shortcuts to get there, and I know how to like do the big jumps, and I know how to get to there perfectly and smoothly, while you're also vehicular manslaughtering these people to isekai them into the other world. But you're also you don't get more time in the driving part by delivering packages. You get more time in the game by completing these kind of challenges that are in the upper right hand corner, like knock over 10 bushes, or drive backwards for 5 seconds, or drive left for 10 seconds, or jump through a skill ring. They have this kind of fun skill rings, or jump through a billboard or something like that, or like hit 10 like deck chairs on the beach or something like that. And those will give you stars, which unlock stuff in the kind of overall story, or they give you 10 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that. So you're kind of spinning a bunch of plates at the same time, but it's so well designed, it never feels overwhelming at any point. Like, it reminded me a lot of like spinning a bunch of plates in The World Ends With You, where you're like, you're playing a game on the bottom screen, you're playing a game on the top screen, it's two JRPGs at the same time. But
it's a great game. That's a great game.
That game never felt overwhelming in the same way that this game doesn't feel overwhelming. Of like, once you get a couple of runs under your belt, you're like, oh, okay, I have to kind of always be hitting people to send them to the other world. And I have to always be hitting stuff in the environment, which you're just going to do because that's fun to do, to power her up. Once that sword fills up, I honk my horn, and I kind of repeat that. And then once you get that done, you're like, okay, great. Now I can kind of focus on all of these secondary objectives of like drift for 10 seconds or jump for 50 meters or whatever, or do 3 jumps. Or one of my favorite ones is like drive for 10 seconds without jumping, without realizing like jumping over every curb makes a little jump. And that gets you more time to stay out there to do the crazy taxi stuff and the deliveries and the isekaiing and all of that. And because it's a Strange Scaffold game, it's $20. I think during the launch week, I don't know when it ends, it's only like $15. And I got done with it in an afternoon. I finished it in 4 hours. And I still have like, I think 2 or 3 achievements. I played the Xbox version. It's on Xbox and PC. I finished
and
like...
it's $20 too.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And like, I finished like all but 2 of the achievements. One of them is to like jump through a bunch of billboards, which I had trouble finding. But like, I just did those naturally while I was playing the game. And I talked about this a lot on stream. I haven't been playing a lot of RPGs lately as, 1, a guy that likes RPGs a lot, and 2, a guy that does an RPG podcast. Because I'm so nervous to start another RPG and have it be one where it's like, after 40 hours, it gets really good. And then from them to like 150 hours, when the true ending, it's so good, man. And like, it's just really great. It's like, I really don't have the time for that. But I have the time.
Well, also a lot of times, depending on what one you're playing, it's a lot of reading and
Yeah.
sometimes not a lot of voice acting. So it's like, do you want to sit there and do voices, basically playing your own little D&D campaign for the camera?
And also, like, I don't really get any time to play games outside of when I'm streaming. So the idea of, like, I'm going to play SMT5 Vengeance 3 hours at a time, that's a lot of months of my life. But this is why a big part of why I like Strange Scaffold's games. I know that when I fire up a game, 1, it's going to be $20 or less. Click holding is like $3 normally. On sale, it's like $1. And I'm gonna be able to start and finish that in an afternoon. And there's something so great about that. Like, sometimes I do want to sit down with a game and be like, here we go, I'm going to play Persona 5, and it's going to be 100 hours. That's great. I'm looking to, like, really, you know, belly up to the table for something that's impossibly long here. But there's something really great about, I'm going to be able to start this game, and I'm probably going to finish it this afternoon, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. It's going to tell, like a lot of the other Strange Scaffold games, a genuinely sweet and affecting story, and I'm going to have a good time. And, like, I know it's not reviewing well because Strange Scaffold games are either like, I really clicked with this game and I loved it, or, oh my god, I spent $20 and I got 3 hours out of it. What the hell? There's like really no in between for this studio's games, and I think that's kind of a known quantity at the moment. But again, they've made a game you've never played before. You've never played, like, you're driving an isekai truck, Katamari, Crazy Taxi game. And I finished it in an afternoon. I would have finished it in one stream, except I lost power when I was in the middle of playing it, which was really great.
Oh no!
And my Xbox did not like that. Let me tell you.
No.
But like, there's something to be said about getting this kind of experience in these games that we haven't gotten that much outside of when we'd see a Crazy Taxi, like a PS2 and Dreamcast era game of like, yeah, you bought this game and it's very replayable, but it's not going to take up the entirety of the next couple of months of your life. And that's okay. Like, if you're looking for, you know, the next giant Atlas game that's going to have 5 endings you're going to go through, that's great. That's not this game. But if you're looking for something that I think scratches that Dreamcast itch, and I say that with like all of the Dreamcast love in my heart, I think Truck-Kun is Supporting Me from Another World is like that thing that you can pick up and play, and probably pick up and play for a little bit. Be like, I've got like half an hour. I can do a bunch of Truck-Kun runs. Why not? I could play a little bit of that and have a good time. And there's more stuff coming to this, like the garage is unlocked. So there's...
like, didn't they have a roadmap or something like that for it?
Yeah, there's like skins coming in the week 1 patch, the game says. And I think they said they're gonna Street Scaffold has historically been pretty good about supporting their games kind of long term. So I think there is some stuff. I'm not, you know, super well versed at what the roadmap looks like, but it's a game I had a lot of fun with, and I think it doesn't need to be more than that. And I think it's definitely a game that knows what it is, and it's like, yeah, you're just gonna have a lot of fun playing this weird, silly, Crazy Taxi Katamari thing. And if that sounds good, then yeah, it's less than $20 during the launch, and it's $20 otherwise. So it's cool.
That's a lot of stuff that I see with Disgaea Mayhem. Is a lot of people complaining about how it's not a 500-hour game, and it's like, not every game needs to be that. And a lot of games that you're thinking about, it's all fluff.
Right.
Like, and it doesn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I only have one...
A strange thought has just occurred to me.
Yeah.
Is Strange Scaffold the Remedy indie? The indie Remedy?
Oh, sure, yeah, maybe. I could see that. Yeah. I do only have one complaint about Truck-Kun, and that's to get the next story beat and to get to the next chapter, you have to complete X number of challenges. And a lot of the time it's going to be like deliver 10 packages overall, or get 250 stars total. And like every time you defeat X number of enemies, I think it's like 6 enemies or 5 enemies or something, you get a star. Every time you complete some of the in-world challenges, like one I have on screen right now, jump for 5 seconds, you get a star. So like a lot of those aren't too bad. I hit kind of a progression wall at some point where I wasn't drifting or boosting enough through normal gameplay. So I had very much like a Disgaea Mayhem trophy moment of like, oh, you need to boost for like 24,000 meters. You've done 2,000. And I'm like, oh, no. And like, I couldn't progress through the story anymore until I had done that. So there was a bunch of time where it's just like, I just have to go do a run and do a bunch of drifting and do a bunch of boosting, which if I had done kind of naturally as I'd gone through, there wouldn't have been that kind of speed bump. But it was fine. I played for like maybe 30 minutes and I got it done. So it wasn't like, oh, I gotta tuck in for 5 hours and get it done. It was just sort of like, all right, everything kind of was moving smoothly. I hit a little bit of a bump here, and then once I did that, I basically got like 4 or 5 chapters all at once, and I went to go fight the final boss. So it was like a little bit of uneven, but again, it's a 4-hour game, so I'm not like, oh, I'm not ready for the final boss. I got to grind for 20 hours. It really wasn't that. So, I really liked it. I really like every Strange Scaffold game I've played so far, and I think it is very much a Strange Scaffold game, and if you have tried their games before and you haven't liked them, I don't think this is the one to like change your mind, because it is very much a Strange Scaffold game. But I think it's cool. They make like 5 games a year, so you're probably going to find one that you like. You might like Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. That game's really good, and it's one of the best match 3s I've played in a really long time. If you're looking for something that's... Or you can play their kaiju co-op horror cooking game, where you are a bunch of monks cooking stuff for Eldritch Horror. That also came out this year. Like they probably have one coming out before the end of the year, too. I don't know.
Like last year was like Click Holding and like 4 others too. Like,
yep, they're coming out with El Paso Elsewhere 2 at some point. That's probably by the end of this year. So like, that's the thing I love about Strange Scaffold games. I don't play all of them because like the co-op kaiju cooking horror game, that hasn't really interested me. That's okay. 4 to 5 months later, they're probably going to have a game that is going to interest me. So I think that's a lot of fun. So highly recommend check out Truck-Kun is supporting me from another world. I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun. I think you should check it out. All right, let's talk about our like bajillion of releases this week. Shockingly, out of nowhere, I think we're starting the get out of the way of GTA 6 season here in the week of August.
Yeah, where's Madden?
That's right. That's right.
Although the new FIFA comes out soon, is that technically the Madden of the Europe?
Yeah, that's right. Is that the Punxsutawney Phil of video games of Europe? Maybe, I don't know. This releases for the week of August 3rd, 2026. Beast of Reincarnation comes out on PS5 series consoles and PC. This is the new third-person action hack and slash, potentially Soulsborne from Game Freak, the Pokemon people.
Every third-person action game, everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Souls game." It's like, guys,
it doesn't have to be. Chances are good, but it doesn't have. It could be a Sony over-the-shoulder third-person character action game, which
exactly.
Those are all the same. It's the other half of the coin. So I don't know. We talked about this a bunch on Pop. There's a new episode of Picking Up the Pixels RPG Love out right now in the same feed. This genre kind of isn't for me. I think it looks really cool, and I think as a really cool design, but like I'm mostly academically interested of like, okay, Game Freak, what non-Pokemon stuff do you have going on? I want to see what your thoughts are here and what your kind of design is. So, either I think this is on Game Pass day and date as well. Either of you going to check this one out, you think?
One day, but not immediately.
Eventually. Yeah. I am on a too many bills and debts to pay diet right now. So
2026. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Next game here we have. One time this game needs no introduction. Final Fantasy XIV is coming to the Switch too. I'm immediately just going to erase this from my mind. I do not need to enter this problem whatsoever. Certainly not on the go.
Yeah, that would explain why I see a lot of people talking about 14 again all of a sudden. Because I'm like, oh, did they get a new update or something?
About 14.
Well, they just
announced like with the fervor of like an expansion or something at this point.
Announced
I'm like, why?
Recently.
Yeah, they also announced a big expansion this past week of like.
Okay.
It's not Final Fantasy VII related, but it's something around. It's one of those big ones. Oh, it's the Sephiroth one where there's gonna be like a Sephiroth raid. So people are like, Jason Sephiroth, wow! It's like, okay, I cannot go. You already have a Final Fantasy V raid.
Listen,
like, I can't do it to myself.
Listen, if you want a Sephiroth raid, go play Kingdom Hearts 1 then try and fight that Sephiroth.
That's right.
On Proud, and listen to the best version of One Winged Angel that you've ever heard.
I'm not that good. That's not me.
What if they update One Winged Angel for this one?
They're going to, bro.
Yeah,
of course they're going
if
to.
they're making it a raid, it has to be like a 20-minute ensemble.
Yeah, it's going to be a 20-minute, and it's going to have the ebbs and flows. Because one of the things I consistently hear about Final Fantasy XIV is the raids are really solid, but the best thing about the raids every single time is the music. And if they have a Sephiroth raid, they're going to have a 20-minute One Winged Angel banger of a track.
They did a new version of Battle on the Big Bridge for Final Fantasy V and Dancing Mad for Final Fantasy VI. So they're definitely going to have a One Winged Angel. Some like bananas, giant, over-the-top version. It's going to be cool.
I might have to watch a video.
Yeah. That's as close as I'm going to get. I'm going to watch a video and be like, that's great. Next game here we have is Kinseed, Kynseed, coming out on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series consoles, and Switch. This came out on PC in 2022, and somehow I didn't hear about it because it is a farming life sim. It looks a lot like Stardew Valley. Let's be honest, they all kind of do. But this one has like, you're cooking and making potions, and you're fishing, and you're running a shop, and you're doing all this stuff. And then when you go in the dungeon, it's a turn-based RPG. So it's kind of got everything going on in it. I'm a little surprised I haven't heard of this before, because I feel like every time a new life sim, farming sim comes out, I feel like the algorithm kind of goes bananas showing it to me. So I think it looks pretty cool, but I'm going to be playing the next game in our list instead, so sorry, Kinseed, you probably just came out at the wrong time again. But check out a trailer for that. I think that looks really interesting. Next game coming out of early access here is Fields of Mystria, coming out on the PC. This is the Magic/anime, very clearly Stardew Valley inspired game that's been in early access on PC for, I think it's about 2 years, 18 months, 2 years.
I was going to say, I thought this came out already.
Yeah, it's been early access for a really long time, because they basically put like the first half of the game out during early access at the beginning, and then like every couple of months they'd add a new chapter, and they'd add a new relationship, or they'd add a new person in town or something. So like they kind of slowly grew it over time, and then once it hit 1.0 like a little bit ago, they're like, all right, we're going to switch the engine over to something else. Everybody just kind of bang on it for a while. It seems good. Now we're launching it. They have said that they aren't working on a console version at the moment right now, but let's be honest, this is probably going to come out to at least the Switch at some point, because these games do gangbusters on especially the Switch, if not anything else.
I was saying, the Switch 2 has the mouse component with the Joy-Con, so...
There you go.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That's true. So I'm going to be streaming this starting this week as soon as it comes out on Wednesday. Of course, right before I leave and take 2 days off. But that's fine. So I'll be checking that out this week, twitch.tv/JansonPlays. So I'll talk about it in 2 weeks when we come back, and hopefully it's good, because after playing too much Stardew Valley and platinuming that, boy, I sure could go for another one. Something.
Haven't had enough yet.
There's something wrong with me, man. Next up here,
with all of us.
coming out finally is Big Walk, coming on PS5, Switch 2, PC, and Mac OS. This is House's new game. They made Untitled Goose Game. This is the kind of like exploring, puzzle-solving friend game that's been showing up in a bunch of press conferences. I think Sony's been showing it off a lot. For some reason, not coming out on Xbox platforms, which is genuinely pretty surprising.
Which is funny, because I'm pretty sure the first time we saw it was at an Xbox press conference.
Yeah, I don't remember. I could have, when I was writing up show notes, I was like, I feel like I could have sworn I saw this. I know it's been on the Keeleys for a while, but I really felt like I saw this on an Xbox thing. They are and it's even more surprising because they have announced that it is cross-platform play, which is perfect. This game is definitely one of the ones that should have that. I just think it's a real bummer it's not on Xbox platforms. So hopefully it's on something that other people have. But I think this game's really cool. I'm excited to see how people discover this and how people find the fun of there's like a structured puzzle solving thing. I don't know what the goal is for the game other than like hang out and solve puzzles. I don't know if there's like climb to the top of the mountain or build a ship to get off the island or whatever. Yeah. But I think the majority of what we're going to see from people coming out of this is, yeah, me and my friends were just hanging out and we're just kind of chilling on this island. And I think that's cool. So that's Big Walk. That's coming out this week. Also another very cute, cozy game coming out this week, Cappy Castaway, on PC and Mac OS, starring a small capybara baby, or as I call them, coconut pups, with a very fun raven friend, and they're just going on a big adventure. It reminds me a lot of Little Gator Game or A Short Hike. That kind of like
Short Hike, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of perspective, that kind of semi-open world kind of exploration puzzle thing. It really kind of looks like that. So I think it looks cool. Cappy Castaway, another great wholesome games featured game there. Also a very relaxing, cozy game, Lies of P Complete Edition, comes out on the Switch too. So this is
the coziest of games.
The coziest. Certainly nothing terrifying happening here. This is the base game and then the Overture expansion on Switch 2. And that's it. If you haven't played Lies of P, these guys liked it quite a bit. So you should check it out. It's got everything in there. So check it out. And last but certainly not least, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls comes out PS5.
Oh, I really want to support this game.
It looks really great. I love Arc System Works, and this game looks incredibly cool. I don't know if I'm in the mood for a fighting game right now, but I feel like if I was,
but I'd love to play it just so I could.
Yeah, this game looks really great, and I think all of the preview stuff and has seemed really great. Seems like I don't know if it was an open beta or a demo or whatever that just came out. Seems like the PC version was fully busted, so hopefully that's resolved before the full version comes out. I know Sony is not exactly super wild about releasing games on PC for who knows what reason, and I feel like if this game flopping on PC would not be a great thing for Sony overall at the moment. So hopefully it gets resolved. I did see a news story of like the PC demo launch was so bad the developers were forced to respond. That's their job, bro. Like,
yeah.
I know it's a clickbait article, but like that's their job to say like, yes, we realize you guys are running into bugs. We're gonna fix them. That's the game development job, dude. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're trying to sell you the game. Like, if they went quiet, be like, well, I guess they're not doing anything with the PC version,
Get
and then nobody
PC,
will buy it.
Nerds, like that's not the response you want. Like, jeez. Anyways, but yeah, I think this game looks super cool. I'm excited to see it on the fighting game stage. I don't know what fighting game tournaments we're supporting now that big one is just Saudi Arabian money at the moment. I'll have to find some other ones to watch on Twitch, but I'd love to see, once this has been out for a little bit, like what the tech looks like on this one, because I think you could see some really wild stuff coming out of this. So
yeah.
That's all the releases for this week, which means we're at the end of our episode. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. TVGP.tv is the place you can go. Everywhere to find and follow us is on the right-hand side of the page. Discord.tvgp.tv. We do have the best community on the internet, and they're all hanging out over there. So go check that out. Again, we're very food motivated, so share snacks when you bring, especially the grossest snacks or like the weirdest snacks you found in the grocery store. We eat that stuff up.
Yeah. If anyone is a fan of Ritz crackers, I cannot recommend the Ritz Drizzled Minis Fudges because they're just the perfect mix of salty and sweet.
Heck yeah. And don't forget to support us if you're able over at the Patreon at patreon.com/E1M1 or E1M1.cash.
Those ones are the numerical digits. 1.
The $5 a month tier is a recommended one that gets you everything we have available over there. Anything above and beyond that is greatly appreciated. If you can't support us over there, go follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on Twitch. We live stream on both of those every week, except for next week. We'll have a pre-recorded episode for next week. And it will let you know when we go live. And one of the biggest ways to help not only this show, but a lot of the shows you follow is by rating us positively on your podcatcher of choice. That really does help feed the algorithm and help people find this show themselves. I think that's it for this week. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
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 Oh, hey, I want to call somebody out live on tape because I know he'll hear this at some point.
Yeah.
I dropped in to say hi to you in your stream anniversary. Congratulations, by the way, Boston.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And gifted a bunch of subs. A bunch. Like, I think I gifted like 5 subs.
I appreciate it. That's the only way.
Bags over here.
That's the only way I make money on Twitch, so I appreciate it.
But I did it just as like a little drive-by, like, hi, enjoy your sub-anniversary, here is a couple of gifted subs, bye, kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people I gifted subs to was a certain Bilsifit.
Ah, yes.
What's up with that, bro?
What's the grievance here?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Why isn't Bill subbed already? Is what I want.
Oh.
He's on those streams with you.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I think he's largely
kidding.
a lurker. So.
He's providing his time.
That's
Right.
He's
putting that volunteer effort.
Giving me that ad money, which is like
He's the content, not the content payer. I see how it is.
That's
okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right, Nimp.
You could only hope to have a Bill Safard on your stream.
Oh, that's right. Everyone needs a Bill Safard on their side.
That is true.
Right. All right, Nimp. What are your titles?
I have We're Adding and Dropping, Good Night Manuel, Dionysus, Looking at You, Oh My Car, I'm Impressed You Ran 26.2 miles, Once the Store Fills Up, I Honk My Horn.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Moon, what do you have?
Read My Nonsense, Can't Not Look, On Full Display, Leaned Into That, A Good Reference, Dark Jedi Was in My Head, The Disgaea Numbers, I Have a Strange Thought, and The Coziest of Games.
I write down the Disgaea numbers. I forgot the score. I've gone beyond dodging, and the Disgaea numbers. I don't have anything that I'm like willing to die on the hill for. Is there anything you guys are really clicking with this week?
I mean, Can't Not Look has got a really interesting feel to it, but I do also like the Disgaea numbers.
I do like the Disgaea numbers. I'd be okay with that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll circle it.
I'm ready.
Dang.
I am ready as well.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 980 for August 3rd, 2026. The Disgaea numbers.
5 digits?
Mathematicians hate this one trick.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening and watching. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, we're off next week from a live stream and an Outcast perspective. There will be a pre-recorded episode both on YouTube and on your podcatcher of choice next week. So hopefully we'll see you then. We'll see you live again in 2 weeks. Have a great 2 weeks. Bye.